Welcome back to the England experiment, where I've taken England and put the England team into the Premier League, so they're now a domestic team as well as a national team. All the same players that are playing for the national team, they get into the England team, and we're going to see how they do. This is season 5 now, so if you haven't caught the other 4 seasons, go check them out, see what we've already won. But it's not a lot. They've got one more season to do it, and we're going to check it out now. All right, here we are at the start of season 5. As you can see, the Premier League from season 4 is just finishing up there, but England's also going to be in the Europa League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the national team in the North American World Cup. So they've got a lot to do this season. I was hoping that this England team would be pretty good and would be able to go and at least win the Premier League. But they've won the Europa League already, which isn't too bad. They've won the FA Cup, they've won the Carabao Cup. They've had some decent shows, 1 point off in season 3. But I was hoping for something a little bit better in some of the other seasons. Season 4 and season 2 in particular, real disappointments. So we're going to go forward to January, see how England are getting on at the halfway point of season 5, see if this is going to be the final season. This is going to be a grand conclusion to this project, or is it going to go out with a whimper? Here we are in January. It looks like it's going to be another disaster season, unfortunately, for England. 5th place, 29 points. They are 13 points off top. They've only lost 3 games, but way too many draws. 8 draws, 7 wins. England are really struggling in the Premier League right now. 18 games in. We'll see how they get on the end of the season. Liverpool, who are top. Man City second. Man United. Brentford, incredibly, in 4th place, doing really well. In fact, considering that Brentford were made to drop down the Liga season at the start of the game to make way for England, it's pretty incredible that they found themselves in this position. And look at that on the top goal scorers. Erling Haaland, 34 goals at this point in the season, but just there in second place, 10 goals. Adam Armstrong, 34 goals. That man is a machine. As you can see, that Brentford team has caused some pain. Revenge for Brentford, knocked them out 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. In the Europa League, England were in Group A with Hertha Berlin, Bilbao and Olympiacos safely through. 3 wins, 3 draws isn't great, but no losses. They're through 12 points with Hertha Berlin, 2 wins and 4 draws. So there's a lot of draws in this group. But it means they're going to advance for the second knockout round, so we'll find out who they played at the end of the season. And finally, the FA Cup is going to see England come up against Norwich in the 3rd round. As for the national team, they will be going to the 2026 World Cup. 9 wins, 1 draw in the group means they finished 9 points ahead of Slovenia in 2nd place, off to North America. We'll see how they do at the end of the season in the World Cup as well. As for players making it into the England squad, Taylor Harwood-Bellis has moved from Man City to Leicester, has come on quite well, but he's now about to make a move to the England squad, along with John Stones and Jordan Pickford making their comebacks into the England team in the Premier League. So the final season isn't looking promising, but there's still that World Cup. See if the team can gel together and get that World Cup for England as a result of them playing together week in, week out in the Premier League. Let's see if that happens at the end of the season. All right, here we are at the end of the season. I'm going to start with the FA Cup, and you can see right at the bottom there, England were knocked out in the 3rd round by Norwich in a replay match as well. So no FA Cup this season, no Carabao Cup. What we've got left is the Premier League and the Europa Cup. Let's go look at the Premier League next. And England have not managed to do it. They only managed 5th in the league. You can see also the 6th didn't get a position. Tottenham and Brentford getting the positions as a result of cups or competitions that they won elsewhere. But England, 67 points. Again, nearly 30 points off Liverpool in the top spot at 95. Lots of draws, a couple of losses. It's not a great result for England in the league this season. So it's going to be Europa League again in season 6. We're not going to do season 6, but that's where they would be. Looks like England is about level probably with where you would expect Arsenal to be, I would imagine. I just want to highlight this. 57 league goals Erling Haaland has got this season. 57 league goals in 38 games. That is absolutely incredible. And finally, the Europa League. We know that they made it to the 2nd knockout round where they came up against Lyon. As you can see here, they beat them 4-0 on aggregate. In the quarterfinals, Monaco 6-1 on aggregate. An absolute smashing of Monaco. So Milan, Lazio and Hertha Berlin are the other teams making it into the semi-final. England then came up against AC Milan. 4-1 on aggregate. 3-0 away from home. Fantastic result. England into the final, both the 2 Italian clubs out. They're going to play Hertha Berlin. Are they going to add a 2nd Europa League to their trophy cabinet in this save? And the answer is no. England were beaten 2-0 by Hertha Berlin. So England have gone home again, another season trophyless. So at the end of this experiment, domestically, they've only managed 1 season where they finished 1 point off the top. But that 3rd place was the highest finished. And then an FA Cup, Carabao Cup, a Europa League, and that's it. But there is the small matter still of the World Cup in North America. Hopefully, this is where it culminates in the England team gelling together. They got 3rd in the World Cup in Qatar, 3rd in the Euros. We're hoping for a 1st place. Here we are at the World Cup. We're just going to go find England. This new format where there's only 3 teams in each group and one of them goes through. So we just got to go find which group England are in. It's being held, of course, in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. United States going out in their own country, Group A. In Group B, Spain going through with Australia, Paraguay getting knocked out. Group C sees France and Jamaica through. Czech Republic, Brazil, and through Algeria are out. Group E, Italy, Japan, and the Gambia. I've got to say, this World Cup allows for a lot more teams in it. Group F, Belgium, Ghana go through, Lebanon go out. It's probably Lebanon's first World Cup appearance. Group G, Argentina, Sweden through, Costa Rica out. That's probably the group of death, I'd imagine. Group H, Australia, Canada through, Congo out. Group I can't believe it. England have been knocked out of a group with Iran and Honduras. I mean, Iran are in England's what group this year in Qatar. England lost to Iran, drew with Honduras. I'm just going to go look at these games because England have been absolutely FM'd here. Look at this, 26 shots, 12 on target, a 2.63 XG. Iran, 1 shot on target, 1 goal. That's all they needed. They're through. England are out. Against Honduras as well, 21 shots, 7 on target, just the 1 goal. 4 shots for Honduras, they get the goal. 1.6 XG for England. What is this formation that they are playing? Kane and Rashford up top. Rice, Henderson and Mount. I mean, Mount is very deep there. Saka on as a left wing back. I know the game lets him play there, but it's not exactly how I'd plan on using him. And then 3 centre backs, and then Alexander-Arnold as a wing back on the right. I mean, this is a very defensive tactic for the England team. No wonder they had so many shots and so few goals. So it's safe to say the experiment has failed. England did not win the Premier League. They did not win the Champions League. They won a Europa League. They won an FA Cup. They won a Carabao Cup. They came close a couple of times, but ultimately they were pretty poor. And the England team, national team, at World Cup in 2026, absolute disaster. A good 2022, a decent 2024, 2026, knocked out by Iran and Honduras. Italy went on to win the tournament. Awful, awful, awful. If you stuck around for the entirety of this series, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a like if you liked the series too. I'm going to be bringing another experiment video to you very soon. But in the meantime, there's plenty of other videos on this channel for you to check out, or come join me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/SiMagic. We do drafts on Sundays. I'm doing a trophy hunter save right now. I'm currently trying to win the French League with Monaco. We still have to do the Premier League actually. Hopefully we do better than England. And we've also got to make our way into Spain. Come join me there. Follow me over on Twitter @SiMagic FM, and then check out one of these videos.